Magandang araw! Ako nga pala si Micaela Jill Bailon Carpila, isang grade 11 student sa Manawan National High School. Sa videong ito, ating tatalakayin ang tungkol sa physical discrimination. What is physical features discrimination? Physical features discrimination is when someone discriminates against you, including treating you unfairly or bullying you because of a physical features that you have. And what is discrimination? Discrimination means treating some people differently from others. It isn't always unlawful after all. People are paid different wages depending on their status and skills. However, there are certain reasons for which your employer can discriminate against you by law. Discrimination is the unfair or prejudicial treatment of people and groups based on characteristics such as race, gender, age, or sexual orientation. Here are some examples of what may constitute discrimination. A restaurant does not admit a guest because the person has cerebral palsy. An employee has a lower pay than a colleague of the opposite sex with the same or equivalent work. The manager makes unwelcome sexual advances. Another discrimination is gender discrimination. Gender discrimination is when someone is treated unequally or disadvantageously based on their gender but not necessarily in a sexual nature. This includes harassment or discrimination based on sex, gender identity, or gender expression. Another one is age discrimination. Here are some examples of age discrimination in the workplace. Not interviewing someone because they are too young or too old to fit in with other staff. Not employing younger workers because it's assumed they'll quickly move on to another job. Not employing mature age workers because it's assumed they'll soon retire. Age discrimination involves treating an applicant or employee less favorably because of his or her age. The Age Discrimination in Employment Act forbids age discrimination against people who are age 40 or older. Another one is discrimination based on skin color, also known as colorism or shadism, is a form of prejudice and discrimination in which people who share similar ethnic traits and people who are perceived as belonging to a darker skin race are threatened differently based on the social implications that come with the cultural. And lastly, disability discrimination is when a person with a disability is treated less favorably than a person without the disability in the same or similar circumstances. For example, it would be direct disability discrimination if a restaurant refuses a person entry because they have disabilities. Ableism is the discrimination of and social prejudice against people with disabilities based on the belief that typically abilities are superior. At its heart, ableism is rooted in the assumption that disabled people require fixing and defines people by their disability.